Hello and welcome to RMIT Group Fitness online program presented to you by RMIT Sport and Fitness. My name's Lyn and I'm going to be taking you through a 30-minute Pilates workout. So just before we get started in our Pilates workout, just a couple of things you might need to know, and that is make sure you've got a comfortable surface, or you can have a mat. Shoes off, and you can take your socks off too if you want or not, it's completely up to you. With all the moves that we do, there are modifications and I'll show you those along the way, but if you've got any aches or pains, please just listen to your body and do what suits you. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to do a little bit of a breathing technique so we can locate our core muscles, and we'll do that together. So the first thing we want to do is separate our feet so that they're apart and about shoulder width apart, and then all we do is breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. As we breathe out through the mouth, we're drawing our belly button in towards our spine. Hold that, and then release and relax. Let's try that again. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, draw the belly button in, hold a little tight, and then relax. We're going to try that one more time. Breathing in, breathing out, belly button to spine. Good. Now we're going to keep it there. So we'll hold that tight core. Then I just want you to lift your shoulders up and roll them back. Let's do that again. Lift the shoulders to the front, up and all the way behind. Now making nice big circles with those shoulders all the way around. And we're going to do that one more time, releasing the shoulders and then setting the arms by the side. Great. So what we've done is just set our posture. The chest is lifted a little, the core is switched on, and now we're ready to move. So the first thing we're going to do is a roll down. And what we're going to do it in a sequence of 3 moves. So the first thing we're going to do is breathe in through the nose. As we breathe out through the mouth, slowly roll the chin to the chest, and then rise. Okay, just getting a little mobility into the neck. So breathing out, chin to chest, and breathing in. One more time. Chin coming down, and then bring the head back up. All right, we're moving on from there. As we breathe out, this time chin to chest, lift the shoulders and roll the arms and come halfway down to the knees. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're going to reverse the move. Come back up, roll the shoulders back, create that posture again. Let's try that again. Chin to chest, shoulders are rolling, arms come to the front, halfway down. Now coming up through the base of the spine, lifting, rolling arms by your side and the head. Great. Now we're going to travel all the way down. So this time, chin to chest, roll the shoulders. We're traveling past the knees, all the way down towards the floor. Now just go to the level that you're comfortable. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out is when we start to rise. Unraveling through that spine, replacing the shoulders back. And there we go. All right, let's try and make it nice and fluid. Breathing out, arms to the front, getting that mobility into the spine. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come on up again. All right, let's change our position, but we're going to continue with that move. So come to the edge of the mat so you can see the length of the mat in front of you. This time we're going to walk out into a plank position. So we start the roll down once again. So chin to chest, breathing out, again lifting the shoulders. Just like we did before, coming all the way down. And we're walking with flat hands out, slight bend of the knees, hands under shoulders. Bring the bottom in, squeeze through the core nice and tight. Okay, we're going to walk back, bending the knees a little, and then very slowly from the base of the spine, unravel again, just like we did before. Let's repeat that 2 more times. So here we go, breathing out. Follow through the same sequence, bending the knees. Walking out, hands under shoulders, once again. Squeeze through the glutes, lengthen the legs, and then we walk back, bending the knees slightly and rolling up. Now what we're looking out for here is that our hips are stable and not wobbling around. So let's try that again, bracing through the core and walking out. We're going to stay in our plank position once we're here and just hold that core nice and tight. Now if you need to take it down, just take the knees towards the floor and hold that position. Okay, that's creating nice core strength. And now we'll take our knees towards the floor. Okay, untuck the toes, come on down so that we're lying on our belly. And from here, place one hand on top of the other, place the chin on the back of the hand. Now your feet are going to stay on the floor. We're going to work through a little bit of the lower back and add some rotation. So the first thing we do is locate our core. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, draw that belly button in again. And then we're going to slowly lift one elbow up off the floor. Come on down, breathing in. Let's go the other side. Breathe out as we lift. Breathe in as we lower. Nice fluid movement. Breathe out as we lift. Working through the muscles in the lower back, strengthening and breathing. One elbow stays on the floor as the other elbow lifts. Nice and easy. Breathing out. Again, breathing into lower, and 2 more times. Keeping the eyes towards the floor. 1 more time. Great. Okay, from there, let's separate the hands. Let's push the floor away and come all the way back. Just have a little bit of stretch. And then from there, we're going to come up into what we call a horse stance. So hands are again under the shoulders, knees are now under the hips. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, let's just hunch through the spine here, tucking the chin all the way in. Breathe in, come to what we call a neutral position, and as we breathe out, we're simply going to go the other way. Getting nice mobility in the spine here. So breathing out as we lift. Breathing in, and then breathe out. And here we go again. Try not to look up, just looking forward in a natural gaze. Breathing out, really exaggerate that move. Breathing in, and then breathing out. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathing out, pushing all the way up, and breathing in. Breathing out. And this is our last one right here. Breathing out. Okay, come to that neutral position. We're going to stay here for a moment. We're just going to add to this move. So brace through the belly, and let's take one leg out the back. Now we're going to keep that leg straight. All we're going to do is lift up and down. Breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. Keeping the eyes gazing downward as much as you can, just so you can keep your neck in a line with your spine. Now you're going to feel this a little in the glutes as you lift your leg. Now we aim to lift the leg no higher than the hip. And we're going to keep that going a few more times. And we're going to try to keep those hips stable and keep the back from arching as we lift and lower the leg. 1 more time. Great. That knee comes back in under the hip. Let's try the other side. Leg out the back. Lift and lower. Once again, breathing out to lift, breathe in to lower. Keeping the leg as straight as you possibly can. Up and down. Keeping that body stable in that one position. 2 more times. 1 more. Okay, and bringing that knee back in. Now, if those wrists are getting a little tight or a little sore, take a rest, move those wrists around, shake them out if you like, but then we're coming back into the same position. So now to the upper body. We're simply going to lift one arm off the floor, reaching out and lower. Let's take the other arm up off the floor, reaching out and lower. As we take that hand up off the floor, that's when you become a little unstable. So your core is now doing the work to keep your body in that position. So really breathe out, breathe in, and extend that arm as long as you can, and shoulder height only. 1 more. Okay, have a little rest if you need to. Otherwise, we'll progress. We're going to put the 2 moves together, arm and leg. So opposite arm and leg will go out. Brace through the belly, and we lift and we lower. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Really try to extend the arm and leg all the way out through the fingertips, all the way out through the toes, trying to reach out instead of up. And we always breathe out and breathe in. 2 more times. Okay, let's just do the other side now. Just checking the knees are back under the hips, hands back under the shoulders. In the position, and here we go. Breathing out, breathing in. Again, looking down towards the floor, keeping your back long and straight, natural curve within the lower back. Otherwise, the only thing that's moving is your arm and your leg, extending through the body and breathing out to lift, breathe in to lower. And 1 more here. Great, back into that horse stance. So we will have a little stretch together, just coming back and down. Okay, then from here, we're going to come down onto our side, so you can face me. What we're going to do is take an arm out on the diagonal, take our legs, stack one on top of the other, and we're in a piked position. So the legs are slightly forward off the mat. We're going to take our top arm and take it over. So we're going to breathe out, lift the top leg, and then breathe in. So the aim is to breathe out and hold, get as high as you can towards that foot. Now where you get to is up to you. So if you can only get to a certain level without connecting to the foot, that's okay. We just continue, breathe out and hold, breathe in and lower. We'll do a few more. 1 more. And down we come. That was great. Okay, bend the knees in front of you and take that arm shoulder length. Now, once we've got our one knee on top of the other, make sure the knees are in line with the hip. Then we simply take the top hand over here. We're going to do something that adds rotation and core strength. So from here, circle the top arm around the body, breathe out, push towards the feet, and breathe in. So big rotation around, breathe out and hold, and you're going to feel this in your obliques, and come all the way down. We're going to do 4 more. And down. The bigger the circle, the better. And 2 to go. Bringing that arm all the way around, coming up. Squeeze tight, release. We'll go again. Breathe out. And hold. All right, from here, let's open through the chest and close. So we're breathing out as we open the chest. Try to get that hand back towards the floor as much as you can. So upper body rotation here, keeping the belly braced. And let's do 2 more. Breathing out, big extension, following that hand with your eyes. And 1 more time. There we go. All right, let's take a seat here. Before we get to the other side, I'm just going to get you to sit up nice and tall. Your feet are hip distance apart, knees in line with hips. All I want you to do is take a rotation around to the side, sitting up really tall, keeping your knees apart. And let's go the other way. Sitting up nice and tall. Back to the center. So now we're on the other side. Into our pike position. Once again, the arm is slightly forward, legs stacked on top of each other. And then we have our feet off the mat. All right, top arm is over the head. And here we go, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Let's see if we can get a bit higher. Breathing out, extend that arm towards the foot and in. And we have 4 more. Reach, squeeze through the obliques. Breathe out, breathe in. And last one. Okay, let's bend the knees. Knees in front of hips, bring the arm forward in line with the shoulder. Once again, hand on top of hand. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, here we go again. Opening up through the chest and release. It's an open and close action here, and taking your time. If you need to go any slower, by all means you can. It's all about going at your own pace. So we're breathing out, staying braced in the belly, and hold. Okay, let's do our rotations. Taking that arm around the head, breathing out, breathe in. We'll try that again. Arm coming around the body, breathe out, breathe in. A big, huge circle. Breathe out and hold. Breathe in. And again. And release. That's great. Okay, so now we're going to be sitting up. So getting yourself comfortable once again. Now your legs can go out in front of you, and we're sitting nice and tall. I'm going to turn and face the length of the mat so you can get a great side view. Okay, lift your arms up shoulder height. Sitting nice and tall, brace through the belly. Now I want you to breathe in, and as you breathe out, chin to chest and slightly lean forward. Breathing out. Bring the shoulders back. Breathe out. Breathe in. Here we go again, breathing out. You'll notice that each time you do this, you might be able to go a little bit further. Rounding through the small of the back, reaching as far as you can. And one more time, breathing out. Breathing in. Okay, take the hands to the floor while we're in this position, fingers pointing towards the butt. Okay, from here we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we lift the bottom, body into a plank position, always looking forward, and then we lower the butt. Let's try that again. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Keeping the heels on the floor as we lift and lower. 2 more times. Breathe out. Aim to get those hips up just a little more, and 1 more time. Sitting back down on the floor. All right, so let's scoot ourselves a little further forward, and we're just going to roll down onto the floor like this. Okay, arms by the side. Okay, let's take our feet back towards the butt. Relax your arms, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. From here, all we're going to do is take 1 foot up off the floor. We're going to keep it at a right angle. And the move is called a toe tap. So all we're going to do is lift 1 foot at a time up off the floor. Let's get a little action happening here. A little bit of practice of keeping the leg at a right angle. This movement comes from the hips, works through the lower abdominals. So we need to stay braced while we're doing this, making sure we have a natural curve in our lower back. Once we get this action happening, the next progression is to lift and then switch. So we breathe in, we breathe out. We breathe in, we breathe out. While we're doing this, we've got to make sure we try to keep our toes away from our butt. Movement always coming from the hip. That way you can really feel what's happening in the core. Nice and easy, just at your own pace. If this is a little too much for you, go back to lifting just 1 leg at a time. And we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring the knees into the chest. Just give them a little hug for now. Okay, let's replace the feet. From here, let's work through the upper abs and again through the core. So breathe in, and as we breathe out, chin to chest, and we're just reaching those fingertips towards the calves. Breathe in and lower. Breathe out. Breathe in and lower. And again, breathing out. Eyes gazing between the thighs and breathing in. This time, as we breathe out, we're going to lift a leg and lower. Let's try the other one. Breathe out and lower. Keeping the arms long and straight, pushing them as far forward as we can, and lower. Now, if this is getting too much, you can just stay with the leg movement like this without lifting your head. Otherwise, we're going to do 4 more. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Last one here. A little progression from there, keeping your arms by your side. Let's try this. Lifting both feet up off the floor to right angles and slowly lowering. Once again, the key to this move is keeping the toes away from the butt. Lifting so that the knees are above the hips. Try not to bring the back too far. That's a good range. And we keep our breath with this. So breathing out, breathing in. One more time, breathing out, breathing in. This time, let's try and advance it a little. Breathing out, lifting the head and shoulders off the floor, breathing in. and 2 more. Rolling up, chin to the chest, and we're finishing off here. Once again, bring the knees in, give them a hug again. It's always a nice feeling just to have a little stretch in the lower back there. Okay, feet on the ground, slide the feet away. Nice long legs. Relax your shoulders once again, relax your neck, brace through the belly, and try this. We're going to drag a foot towards the butt, take the leg up, and slowly lower. Same leg again. Draw the heel in, extend the leg up, and slowly lower. So the control comes when we lower the leg. We're fighting gravity here. We want to take our time. And we don't want to be feeling this in the lower back at all. So it's important to stay braced. We're going to do 2 more. If that's enough for you, just have a little rest. Extending the leg and pointing the toe if you can. And of course, we're doing the other side now. Again, the heel comes as close as you can, extend and lower. Breathing in and letting the breath out. We're just going to do a few more here. So the last one, extend and lower. Good. Now to advance a little bit on that move, we're going to try 2 legs doing exactly the same move. So we brace through the belly, draw the heels in towards the butt, bend the knees and extend the legs up. And we slowly lower towards the floor. And trying that again. Now, if you do feel this in the lower back, you can go back to the 1 leg option, or you can bend your knees as you lower. So there's 2 options there. Brace really tight. This one obviously kicks in a little more as you get closer to the ground. So be very aware of your own strength. And breathe out. 1 more here. Breathing out. Good. Okay, let's bend the legs. Let's take 1 knee in. Lift the head and shoulders off the ground. Wrap your hand around the knee. Extend the opposite leg out. And all we're going to do is hold that knee as close as we can to the chest, and then we're going to switch. So we breathe in. As we breathe out, we switch legs. Try not to let the heel touch the ground as you switch and extend. Again, switch. Now this can be done with the head on the floor if you need to. Otherwise, tuck the chin as much as you can. We don't want any pressure in the neck. Now let's hold it here. If you need to put your head on the ground and have a little rest, go ahead. Otherwise, we come back up again, tuck the chin in, and we're simply going to bounce through the longer leg. Brace through the body. We have just a few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Those little pulses are short and quick. 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. 2 knees in. Okay, having a little stretch here. All right. Feet back on the floor and arms wide. Okay, what we're going to do here is take both feet up off the floor, knees in line with hips, and try to keep your feet level with the knees. From here, brace through the core, relax the shoulders down, and now we're going to start some rotation. So we're just going to slowly bring those knees over halfway down to the side and stop. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, and we're going to go in the opposite direction. And we stop halfway. Breathe in. As we breathe out, again, halfway down to the side, hold. Keeping our chest facing the ceiling, keeping the arms and shoulders pegged down as much as we can. And just allowing the hips to roll from side to side, breathing out. If you feel your shoulders are peeling up off the ground, don't go as far down towards the floor with the knees. Just stop at that comfortable level. Again, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more time to each side. And back to the center. Good. All right, from here, take the knees in one more time. Okay, so arms out to the side, that just gives us a little more balance. We're going to extend the legs all the way up. So we've got nice long legs pointing towards the ceiling, and from here, we're just going to open and close. Working through a little bit of inner thigh. Open and close. Again, this can option with a bent knee, no problem at all. Just open and close. Then from here, hold the legs together, one leg slowly to the side and back in. So what's happening here is we're working through our hip joints. At the same time, we're bracing and strengthening through the core. So we open and we close, keeping our hips facing the ceiling the whole time. And you'll notice that as you do this move, each time you might be able to progress just a little bit more as those hips get a little warmer. Two more times. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Okay, bend the knees and feet to floor. Okay, let's change position. Up we come. And again, sitting up nice and tall, except this time we're going to open our feet so that they're off the mat. So not too wide. All right. Reaching forward, again, chin to chest, and breathing out. Breathing in. Draw the shoulders back, create a nice long spine. Again, breathing out. And breathing in. Reaching those arms, extending all the way through the fingertips. One more time. And breathing in. Okay, take the arms down. Now what we'll do is lie onto our belly. Coming all the way down. Okay, terrific. This time, hand on top of the other and place your chin on the hand. This time we'll work through the lower back through the core and at the same time through the glutes. So draw the belly button in. You're going to feel your hips press into the mat, but you're going to hopefully peel that belly away as you brace through the core. Now keep your legs straight and we're going to flutter kick. So it's one at a time, up and down. Short, quick flutters. And this movement comes from the hips, so try not to bend the knees as you do it. And just breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Long breaths. And you're going to feel that straight away into the glutes. But at the same time, you're working through your core and strengthening through your lower back. We'll keep that going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Okay, have a little rest, and then when we're ready, we're going to try lifting both feet just up and down. So keeping the chin on the back of the hand again. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, we lift and we lower. Breathing in, and then breathe out to lift. Really extend through the legs, out through the toes. Now your aim is simply to lengthen instead of lifting up. So not too much height here, just breathing out to lift and breathing in to lower. One more time, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. Great work. All right, taking the hands back and come back to this position. All right, from here, we're going to stand up. Okay, how are we feeling? Good, I hope. Let's just roll through the shoulders. Okay, open up through the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades gently together and place the heels under the hips. All right, breathe in, and as we breathe out, extend one arm to the ceiling, one arm down the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and again. Lengthening the arm, reach all the way to the ceiling, and then all the way towards the floor. Straightening that arm as much as you can. Top arm coming as close as possible to your ear. Other arm as close as possible to your thigh. 2 more times. And there we go, bringing that arm down. All right, let's roll the shoulders up and back again. Okay, we can relax now through the core. And that's our 30-minute Pilates workout. Thank you, everyone.